So when you guys were doing the cash flow from land, what was kind of the catalyst to transition from that to the cash sales?
Pain in the Jill's qualified to talk about this. Want to talk about steam coming out of your ears. There's a couple days at the end of the day where Jill's like, almost in tears. And so that's when I was like, we have to change something here.
It just, you know what, they would go dark. It was so much work. It was customer service so intensive for so little money. It wasn't even funny. And I felt so bad because when they would go dark, I wanted them to keep paying. I would work with them. So I'm kind of chasing it because it was easier for me to get them back on track and just say, you want to restart next month, and what date is your check, clear kind of thing. And I'll work around that. And they were so sweet. But then they'd call and say, oh, I know I said the 15th. Can we make it the 18th? Because that's even a little bit better, which is non-stop stuff for a lot of people paying $249 a month. And it wasn't worth it. So
Did you ever have to take back any of the properties?
Sure, most of the time. Most of the time.
90% of the time.
Yeah, did they pay it off? Usually, and it was sad. Usually they stop paying. They go dark. I'm trying to find them. They're trying to hide from me, thinking I'm going to come after them for the money. And I'm like, no. So they just fall off the planet. It's not like they call and say, things changed. I know I paid you $8,465. I want it back. Nope. They walk away from it completely. And I feel it's just, and then so I have them go post it for sale again and have to talk to people and start the whole process again. It just wasn't worth it. And the best was, man, when we had the ladies group, there was a couple gals that did a whole presentation on this. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about it last fall or something. And I'm just letting them go. And one had like 90, and one had something else. They're talking about how they had to literally hire, extra customer service people just to handle the volume of the questions and the payments and the changes and the little things like that. When the credit card didn't clear and you have to call them and get a new credit card on file. And at the end, they're both talking about, yeah, I'm making $8,000 a month. And they're like, I wouldn't do it again though. So you said the same thing. I didn't even ask.
It's not a bad business model. It's a great business model.
Yeah.
It's just not for us.
It's
you need a collections agency. You need to hire a collections agency or build one yourself.
True.
That have that collections mentality. But then now you're punishing your customers. You're not supposed to punish your customers.
Then there's tax stuff. You're supposed to do stuff at the end of the year with the taxes for the, because you're probably charging interest. That was a whole nother thing that I just didn't want to keep dealing with.